Welcome back to Schmoozing with Span, the podcast where we talk all things niche, nosh, and NYC with just a little bit of chutzpah. Today, we're with my camp friend Gillian. Lots of synergies. Jersey girl, loves CPG. More than me because she has a CPG business, so we know I love CPG. Tulane alum and camp friend. So yeah, lots of synergies that we're excited to discuss today. But Gillian, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
She's my first guest that's admitted she's a little nervous, which is good.
Just a little bit.
Because
being transparent.
Yeah, we're all about honesty on the show. So that's good. If you're watching on video, which like you should be because, it takes effort. We have a gorgeous display, which we'll dive into, but of G's Cheez, house-made almond milk. So stay tuned, but we'll start with having a little sip of our house-made almond milk. So as a little bit here, how this kind of like started this episode was, so like we were saying, we're Jersey girls, went to camp together, but we literally, and college, lots of synergies, but we kind of rekindled over, if you listen to episode 1, is it breast milk or just Franks? Obviously, I'm addicted to niche house-made nut milk. If you didn't listen, go listen. Gillian makes house-made nut milk, and that's kind of how we rekindled being friends.
It is.
Over this niche. And she makes the best nut milk in New York. It's called Not Your Mama's Nut Milk.
Thank you.
So we're going to have a little sip.
Should we do a cheers?
Yeah, cheers. We'll do a cheers.
It's very good.
It's so good. What flavor is it? Is it OG?
I did OG, yeah.
What's in OG?
It's literally so clean. It's soaked almonds, salt, cinnamon, vanilla, and a little sweetener. I do maple.
But something about it is it's like so creamy and thick. I can't explain it.
It's so creamy and
How?
thick because you soak the almonds overnight. And I probably use less water than you should because I think it's amazing. And that's just my secret. It tastes so good when you blend it, less water.
What do you think about pistachio milk?
I've had it. It's so good. I like cashew milk's really good.
I love cashew. Well, Frank's always says cashews.
And when I was in Charleston, like we texted about, the milk was so good.
The Babas on Cannon.
I've never had it before.
How'd you know about it?
I was just looking on Belly.
We should have looked at. I have a post that's all about my favorite house-made nut milks, and
so good.
Babas is on the list.
And so filling.
Oh, yeah.
I was so full. This is protein.
I've never seen peanut milk anywhere else.
Never seen it. I loved it. It tasted like candy.
I love Charleston.
So cute. It's the best.
Why were you there?
For Thanksgiving.
Do you have family there?
Some family, yeah.
Really?
So fun, yeah.
Wait, it's actually something about Charleston and New Jersey. They have tons of synergy. Did you know this?
No.
Okay, when I was there, every Uber driver I had, they're like, of course I'm from New Jersey. Like, they were like, it's obvious. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean? Like, why would I think that? They go, oh, everybody moves down here from New Jersey.
I thought you were going to say New Orleans in Charleston.
No, they were saying everyone from New Jersey goes to Charleston. I'm like, what?
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
but I love it's vibe there.
Yeah, they have house-made nut milk, so I'm down to move.
Down.
It's like Charleston is similar to New Orleans, and that like southern quaint vibes.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
Especially like when it gets cold here. I'm like, can't be here. Gotta go.
Do you go often?
I feel like I've been going like once a year, but try to go when it's cold here. Yeah, because I love it. It's so fun.
Yeah, but it's funny because with going back to the house-made nut milk for a second. So this was like what you started with was making the nut milks.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I don't know if it's because I lived in Austin or what, but I'm like, there's nowhere to get coffee. There's nowhere to get house-made nut milk. I'm like every single day looking for new house-made syrup, new house-made nut milk. But you have made house-made syrup, right? I still want to try that. That hasn't crossed my desk, but like obviously I need that.
I should have brought. That is something I'm doing a little less regularly because it is a labor of love, but it's still something that I do. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, but like it's kind of like when you make challah, they're like it's better because they make it with love, but like do you put the love into it?
It's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time equals love.
That's why like when you are at a coffee shop and you add like almond milk and then vanilla syrup and suddenly your latte is $11. Like now that I've been doing this for a while, like I understand.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah, I understand where the prices are coming from. I get it.
Yeah. Where do you like shop for your ingredients?
A mix. Definitely a mix. I do bulk items for the milk. So like Amazon or Costco. Obsessed with Costco.
Where is Costco?
I go to the one in Jersey, like when I'm home, and I schlep everything back here, and it's like a whole production.
You need to
I
show them on
literally-
TikTok.
No,
They would go crazy for that. They love a founder journey.
Costco, like, people are going to make fun of me for saying this. It was the first time I've ever been, was this year. I got a Costco card and I walked in and I had the best experience of my life.
You know where you would thrive?
Where?
The Super Center Walmart near camp. Like
Yeah.
that walk so Costco could ride.
It's giving that. It's giving that. It's like unbelievable. Like floor to ceiling, like product. Like it's for me, like that's my personal joy.
And on visiting day, it's like your parents come see you and they're like, so excited to see you. Like, you know, see you so long. You're like, I literally don't want to see you. Take me to Walmart
I don't care
now.
about you. Take me to Walmart.
Take me to Walmart. And it's like the best thing ever. I don't even know what you'd buy.
Wait, it's so funny because people outside of like our camp aren't gonna get this, but like there's nothing like that moment. Like
nothing.
visiting day, running to get all your food and then running back and then kicking your parents out.
It's crazy.
I never wanted to see my parents. I just wanted them to buy me like snacks.
It's crazy to think. Well, now Love Shack Fancy's kids started camp. It's crazy to imagine Love Shack Fancy pulling up to the Super Center Walmart for her
I think
kid.
she is.
No, I think she might be. She
Really?
She's leaning into the camp bit.
Maybe she is. I actually don't know her well. That would be funny though.
But she's probably pulling up in a pink Jeep to Walmart Super Center.
There are always those families that like I'm thinking of a few in my head that like weren't doing that route and they were going to like the nicest restaurant nearby, which like
Applebee's.
yeah.
And when we go to Applebee's, I would put on I'm dressing up. So I'm wearing my Abercrombie jean shorts from Short Hills Mall up to here.
Yep.
I'm wearing like Javianas. I'm straightening my hair. Like
It's giving social.
it's giving socials. And I was like, oh my God, Applebee's. Like, thank God. Like,
What I would do.
but Gifford's like amazing.
Amazing. It's actually bizarre they don't have that in New York.
But you
I
can
would go
get it
every
sometimes
night.
in a freezer, like
I guess
section.
it doesn't hit the
It does.
same.
It doesn't even taste
Doesn't
similar.
hit the same.
I feel like it's
the
false.
moose tracks?
No, literally. But visiting day,
Nut milk.
nut milk.
Visiting at Costco.
Oh,
Where I buy my ingredients.
where you buy your ingredients.
So yeah, it's a mix.
It's a mix.
But like a lot of times when I need just one thing, it's like maple syrup or like if I'm doing a fun flavor, farmer's market. I really
support local.
I really support the local farmers and I love the farmers market. Like my friends make fun of me like I'm obsessed with the farmers market. I don't want to move out of my area because I don't want to leave the Union Square farmers market.
Okay, but from a non-biased perspective, where do you like coffee in New York? Or give your coffee recs in New York, New Orleans, Maine.
Okay, I'm gonna say Maine. I don't
Okay.
Dunkin' Donuts. Were there any?
I Dunkin' tastes better in Maine. You're right.
Sure. We're gonna go.
There's
Dunkin'
actually
in Maine.
the best. Did I tell you about this? In Portland, Maine, which we're not near Portland.
I wouldn't say Portland is like Maine for us, but
Yeah,
it's
but
different
there's
state.
the best strawberry milk matcha I've ever had in my entire
Oh my God,
lifetime.
where?
I have to find the name of it. She follows the pod.
says.
But it was house-made strawberry milk with
Okay.
matcha. Best one I've ever had in my life, by far.
Sounds really good.
In New Orleans, French truck.
There's no other place.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say no.
French
I was
truck. Oh yeah,
like,
I'm
you
like
made me nervous.
Yes. That was literally what I was thinking.
The
Of
ice,
course,
too.
it's the ice, and if you don't know it, you have to go. Like I don't know how
The
else to explain it.
branding.
It is the cutest branding. I used to study there. Every time to go to New Orleans, I make it a priority to go there. Like that's
It
priority.
feels weird not studying there. Like if you go visit, but it's like, what would I be studying for?
Just like walking and walking out. Like I feel like I'm using them for
Yeah.
their services. Definitely French truck. I feel like in college,
You
did
don't
ever
go as
have
much.
Speedy Bean. Do you know what that was? It was like someone at school.
Oh, I had
started
heard
it.
about
It was
this.
like one of those like services.
Was
and
it good?
It was pretty good. It was like batched cold brew, and like I did model and help them with like some of their posts. So
Oh.
I loved it.
Is that where you're
Wait, you know I did the social media for the boot.
Wait, really?
Yeah. And for the restaurant in the W, there was this restaurant called Sobu. I had like various
You need
tricks
to talk
and trades.
about this on the TikTok.
I have a lot to share. Yeah, isn't that funny? Social media at the boot, I got paid really not great, but I got free drinks for the year.
Oh, well, that's like
I mean,
a
isn't that
big return
insane?
on investment. I mean,
Oh my God, and I got to cut the line. I did feel like a celebrity. But it was, of course, the year that it was like kind of COVID. And so it wasn't as cool as it could have been if it was like 3 years prior. But you know, like pulling up on a Wednesday happy hour, like if you were able to cut the line, like who are you?
I mean, that's why you were a college captain. I've seen all this. See, I have all the opposite. I didn't even run though, so for college, I hated
Captain of the
sports.
senior code. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Humble beginnings.
Humble.
Humble
Yes,
beginnings.
that was my claim to fame, though.
What, being a senior co?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you still feel like that was like your moment?
Like when I first started dating my boyfriend,
Yeah.
that was one of the things I brought up. Like just, like I was a senior. I was like, what? He's a camp boy too. So he sort of got
Where did
it.
he go to camp?
His camp closed, but he went to
That's
Tioga.
Wait, no, actually imagine that happening.
No.
That'd be the worst day of my life by far.
Not
I don't actually, let's not speak that into existence.
Yeah, we're done with that conversation.
But I'm like, oh my God, like the anxiety that just went through up and down my body.
No, we're done.
My bodice, actually, but like, oh my God, I'm sick about it.
We have to go back to coffee. Oh, New York is so hard.
It's so, they just don't, which sounds crazy, but they don't. LA, their coffee scene is so much better.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, I think they're the best coffee scene because you get all the cream tops, but here when they do cream tops, they don't do it right. They're trying to do it. It doesn't work.
Does it? I think Bling Street.
I've never had it. Is that crazy? I just like don't lean into
Corp. After this,
I don't lean into corporate.
I think, and I think a lot of people will agree with this. I think Bling Street is what Starbucks was 5 years ago.
Oh,
it's innovative flavors, very good quality. It's hot. People want to try all the new flavors. Like that's what Starbucks used to be.
Yeah, the passion fruit, iced passion fruit tea.
Don't come to me if you don't agree, but that's what I think my hot take is.
Iced passion fruit tea lemonade, the double chocolate chip.
Every day after school, I used to get like a warmed up brownie and the frappuccino, and I was like the skinniest I've ever seen myself.
Oh no, I was like, where is the weight coming from? I don't understand.
Every day. I was a dancer though, so like I danced like nonstop every day. So like, of course,
oh my God, wait, I forgot that about you.
So funny, so random.
So but that was pre-pack. You were like in dance.
I did dance like pretty much my whole life, and I did ballet with like the point shoes, like when you're like.
Do you ever miss it?
So much, yeah.
Really?
I saw the Nutcracker actually on Thursday, and I was like, oh, I see it every year, and I'm always just like, oh, because I used to do the Nutcracker. I miss it, but I do it like dance classes here and there. Like,
yeah,
Julie Whitesnar teaches at Dance Body, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
And like, there's a few like dance-y classes here that are fun, but I'm not like dancing. I'm not like going to like
you're not
Broadway.
going to like club and doing like you're freaking out your ballet flat.
I wish. No.
That'd be kind of cool. I mean, Dancing with the Stars, Alex Earl, she's like everybody. Is Dancing with the Stars like the equivalent of going to rehab? Like they all like leave so changed and like they don't want to leave. It's like camp.
I love that.
A lot.
Everyone comes out of it and is like a better person.
Yeah.
Wait, Joey, who won last year, he now is like he's doing a podcast for Dancing with the Stars. Apparently he's like addicted to Dancing with the Stars. And now he's like doing whatever he can to be involved.
Like from The Bachelor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I haven't seen this. I saw his like bucket list of like things he wanted to do or something.
He's so
a challenge.
sweet. He's a sweetie.
And he's married to a New Orleans girl.
I didn't know that.
Kelsey, yeah.
I didn't know that. Love that. Love him even more. Ugh.
So New York, you're going to Blank Street.
It's really hard. If I had to choose one, probably Blank Street. But like, I love doing a random, like, walking around the city day and ending up in, like, a cute cafe and just, like, trying a cool new coffee.
Oh, I have a place that I go to.
Where?
It's called Anew. It's my spot.
I don't know it.
I, like, don't want to tell people, but, like, sometimes you have to share the wealth. And I'm a giver. But it's in a 4-story townhouse.
What? That's so cool.
It's in the West Village. Wow. They make house-made vanilla.
You're chasing a house-made nut milk.
Yeah.
I'm not a chaser like you.
But I'm not. It's not house-made nut milk. It's house-made syrup. But and they use Go Get 'em Tiger beans from LA, which I like their beans.
I don't know them.
Yeah,
love that. That sounds like really cool. Not my alley.
Yeah, but so we rekindled over house-made nut milk. It's amazing. I'm just sipping it, and I feel so much better. Like it's
just really.
You can't tell. Well, maybe you can, but actually, no, we're far enough. But like, I woke up with a terrible allergic reaction this morning. Like,
I don't think
you can't really see it right now, but like terrible. My face is on fire, but you can't tell because I persevere to help this niche CPG community.
Gotta get it out.
We came to the conclusion that I might be allergic to Sundays because that's the only thing that's lining up of like common things that I was trying to figure out, was it something that I ate? No, it's Sundays. But I love Sundays.
You should really make that like a bumper sticker on a sweatshirt, like your slogan.
I'm allergic to Sundays.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
But yes, we kind of rekindled over nut milk, but this cured me. Love it. But now Gillian, it's funny because I somehow I think in another lifetime, I was meant to be a venture capitalist because somehow I've ended up in this niche CPG land where I'm like at the intersection of founders like all day. I'm like exhausted from it, honestly, like all day. I'm like, because, I have an eye for emerging talent. not male talent. I don't see them anywhere. I mean, I was talking about it last night. Apparently they're at Old Mates in Seaport. That's what I hear. It's like this bar or something.
I know it, but that's just so funny. Not at like Equinox.
No, I hear
they're not. The boys aren't going to.
Apparently they talk at Old Mates.
Got it.
I don't know.
There are a lot of business meetings going on there.
Perhaps. I hear. But yeah, so now it's like, is this a CPG podcast? No, book slightly. But Gillian has started Cheez. It's, I got to try it before it hits the market. But tell us a little bit more about like what Cheez is to even begin with.
Yeah, so
it's a subsidiary.
Is what we have right here. A new exciting high protein dip that I've been developing for the last few months. I actually came up with the idea a long time ago, but this summer I really put my efforts into real world, and I've been developing it and now just getting feedback from friends and family, and I'm looking to launch in early 2026. Just so exciting.
And like, what inspired you to start Cheez? Also, is Cheez a subsidiary of Not Your Mama's Nut Milk? Or are they cousins?
They're definitely cousins. They're definitely cousins. They are in the whole food, better for you, elevated, delicious snack vibe. But they are not under the same LLC. I'll just say that.
They're coworkers.
They're Kim friends. They definitely went to camp together. Went to college together, and now live in the same city. Definitely.
I'm definitely the nut milk.
You're definitely the nut milk.
So what inspired you to start Cheez?
It's actually a really great story, and I love telling it because I feel like a lot of brands these days are showing high protein, and a lot of people are like high protein, and like where this came from is like deeper than that, in my opinion. I went to Tulane, as you know, and if you don't know, Tulane is in New Orleans and has the best food ever. Like, they're really known for fried food and beignets, and also the drinking culture is huge. Like, happy hour every single day, all day.
They don't stop drinking.
And
tequila sunrise.
It's tequila sunrise every single day. Sam obviously knows. You come out of college a little, blown up. And I came out, I really wasn't working out. It was COVID. I just developed like pretty bad habits, honestly. And I moved back to the city after college. And I one day was just like, I do not feel like I like the person I'm looking at in the mirror. And I think a lot of women go through this. And what did I do? I joined Equinox. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but I did an in-body test. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
So, and if you don't know, an in-body test is basically like an A to Z overview of everything in your body. So like your BMI, your weight, how much percentage water you have, like all the really cool stats that I'm an analytical person. So I loved seeing all this. And I had a review of the test with the trainer I was working with, and he said to me all the results, and he said, listen, like, I really think the problem is that you're not eating enough protein. How much protein are you eating every day? And I was like, I have no idea. Okay. At this point, I knew what protein was, but I didn't know like what that actually meant, like what a gram of protein actually was.
It wasn't causing your desk on TikTok nonstop.
No, and this was 2021. Like, this was prior to like the protein craze that like we are currently in, where like protein is in like Starbucks menus, which is like pretty crazy. And like, like,
we're giving Starbucks so much airtime. It's crazy.
God, cut it out. Every time you say Starbucks, cut it. Yeah. So this was prior to that. Like, I had no education. There was not a lot of like whispers about it in the moment. And he said to me, go home the next week, track how much protein you think you're eating. And so I did it, and I came back and I told him, what I'd eaten the last week. And basically like what we learned is that I was eating a lot, but not a lot of protein. So what would happen is I'd get to the end of my day, I would be starving. I was going in person, working out, like being very active, like both like in my personal life and like just like throughout the day. And I was hungry because I wasn't fueling myself. And I got to dinner, I had a small little dinner, and then I would get to dessert, and I would eat such a big dessert, and then I wasn't satisfied, and I would go back and eat more. And it was a really bad cycle where I just like wasn't feeding myself and fueling myself correctly, so I wasn't satisfied. And we went through everything. Basically, he was like, for your specific weight, you should be having like 100 to 150 grams of protein. And I was way, way below that. I was probably having like 50 to 80 grams of protein. And like, if you don't know, you should be having around 1 gram of protein per pound. So a lot of people don't know that. And a lot of people aren't educated about like why they aren't fueling themselves and why they are ending every day hungry. And as a woman, there's also like so many like insecurities when it comes to like what you put in your body and how you look in social media. And like, I was just confused, and I'm so happy and so grateful I had that conversation. So basically, I went home and I started putting protein in everything, to the point where like I was putting protein powder in my water. Like, it's pretty insane. I became a gym rat. I became obsessed with weightlifting. And when you're weightlifting, you are putting yourself through these conditions where you're starving. Like, I would meet with my trainer at like 7 a.m. and I was so hungry that I was in the locker room like needing to eat my like RX bar, like because my body was changing, which was great, but I needed to continue to up my protein. So with that, it required me to have protein not only in every meal, but every snack. And that's when the light bulb moment came up for me. I love dips. I'm a huge, huge snacker, and dips definitely were like the one component in my life where I'm like, I don't want to give this up, but I don't want to, not meet my protein goals. So I was like, how do I combine, let's say, a hummus and a pretzel, which is like still one of my favorite snacks, and protein? And I just like through research discovered cottage cheese, and I went to the grocery store, I brought it home, and I mixed hummus and cottage cheese, and it was really good. And it was very high in protein. For an 8-ounce container that you see right there, it's around like 25 plus grams of protein, which is crazy. The macros are amazing. It's super low in calories and very high in protein. And it was a way for me to incorporate protein on a day-to-day snack level. And it just like grew from there. It's become part of my ritual. And after a few years of playing with recipes and really, like bringing this into fruition, I was like, it's time to bring this to the actual world and outside of just like my kitchen. I know people will love it as much as I do, and people need it. People need to understand how to fuel their body.
I mean, I don't even know how many grams of protein I eat a day, but I know definitely not enough. So that's inspiring me to keep track of that. Also, I think it's fun because the flavors are like so interesting as well. How do you like come up with flavors?
Great question. A lot of it has to do with experiences, honestly. Like growing up in Jersey, like my family always prioritized food, and like we're centered around tradition and like, being Jewish, like food is like at the forefront of, our families and our gatherings. So like a lot has to do with that. A lot has to do with travel. And then just like living in New Orleans and New York specifically, like the food scenes are amazing. Like we can attest to both of them. Like New Orleans was so fun, like very creative and spunky, and like there was so much culture going on there that really inspired me. And then just like, New York is a melting pot. It's amazing. And yeah, I've really just used all my experiences, I feel like, to hone in on the flavors.
So when you launch, how many flavors are you going to launch with?
I'm going to be doing 2 SKUs. And a SKU is basically, if you don't know, in the CPG world, they call it a SKU. It's like a product specific. So I'm calling it a savory and a sweet. So depending on exactly the ones I choose, it'll be a savory and a sweet. Still TBD, and it'll be secret until I launch.
Oh my God. Sitting in front of us, we have, I'm looking, magic miso. What's weekend mean? Is that allergic to Sunday's cousin?
Definitely family matters. It's everything with a bagel, essentially.
Oh my God. And then truffy parm, which like obviously Fabu. But also, so what's like your favorite way to eat cheese? Also, wait, just going back for a second.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with the name Cheez?
So my roommate Liv helped me figure out the name. Well, G for Gillian.
Yeah.
Cheese for cottage cheese. It's a play on cottage cheese and Gillian. My friend and roommate Liv came up with the name, and it's very cute. And it's funny because when I went to trademark the name this fall, I had the name. So I came up with the idea a long time ago, April of 2021.
Oh, wow.
Which is crazy. So I've had the idea for a while, and we came up with the name like probably in 2022. But again, like it was just like in my, in my kitchen, in my mind. It wasn't like I was bringing it to the world. So when I was really taking it seriously this year and I went to go trademark it, I met with a attorney and I did the search, came back okay to use the name, and then I went to go submit it and I was like, I don't know if this is right. I think it was just like a moment where I'm like, oh my God, like this feels really real. Like to trademark something.
Yeah.
It felt really, really real. And I took a few weeks to just like digest it. I'm like, I don't want to move too fast, like is it right? Is it not right? And I went through like many variations, and then I came back to Cheez, and I'm so happy about it.
What about Not Your Mama's Milk? How'd you come up with that name?
Literally so random. I made an Instagram for it and it just came to me. I can't even explain it other than that. Because it's like not your mama's, meaning like, it's not coming from.
It's not breast milk. I mean, I'm familiar, obviously.
Yeah, and I feel like it was creative. I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm obviously familiar. Is it breast milk or just Frank's episode 1? I know. I've walked this route.
We know.
Okay, I love that. Wait, that's crazy. I didn't realize like it was started like 2021, the idea.
Yeah.
When did you like start to take it really seriously? Like I want you to talk a little bit more about, I know, obviously, I love CPG and I love founders because I'm a venture capitalist, but you were in a 10-week like boot camp. Like you're very like much like you like Hannah was saying the other day, you take things very serious. You're very structured.
So
like she's structured girly. Like
I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah,
So.
like the show, like Gillian, like she takes things very seriously. So I guess in terms of like, I think there's like two sides. It's like in my case, it was like I was talking about doing something for 4 years and never did it, and then because I like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, this?
Yeah. But it was because I'm like, I need to be like so perfect, blah, 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 and like have a perfect
same.
concept and blah, blah. And I'm still workshopping the concept.
What sign are you?
Cancer.
Okay.
I don't even know what it means exactly.
Just
that I'm nice.
You're giving maybe you're rising Capricorn because that's like a Capricorn trait. Like I'm a true Capricorn. I'm like, it's an overthinker. Like I don't want to bring this into existence. So it's like, it's not perfect. And it took me a long time to like swallow that.
Then I had to keep listening to like on the Skin Confidential show, he says launch and then adjust, and I was like, I can't do that, that's not me. But then I finally did because I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna workshop and see like what people like and what they don't, and like obviously stay true to yourself. But with this it's different because you're like creating a product. So I think it's like a lot of people are just like launching products so quickly, I feel like too, but you've really taken the time to like research, to like talk about like how did you even find out about this class, because like you love it from my understanding.
I love it so much, and I will shout her out.
You could go study a French track.
And Tim said it best, I love to work hard on things. I'm a Capricorn, so like that is like, I keep saying that it's just a big like part of the sign, just like hardworking and like really like driven, and I really think that that's a reflection of who I am. Honestly, I found this course this summer, like I said, I was really, it's time for me to actually invest in Cheez. I had the idea for a while, doing Not Your Mama's Milk for a little while at this point. And to me, I was just like, I need to like put my energy, my full energy in something. And I feel like I was kind of half-assing. Like, not that this wasn't like important to me, but it was just like, it wasn't the whole thing. I wanted to like go full, start networking, like just because from experiences, like to me, when I look for like a new job, I always network. It makes you feel comfortable and like just like getting involved with people in the industry. Networking, and I met this girl. Her name's Ashley. She started Chara.
Oh, the frozen yogurt.
The frozen yogurt.
It's sold out of Medellin in like a half a second.
It's great brand.
I haven't tried it.
I haven't tried it either. I basically found her on. I've always been obsessed with like the founders like us who are just like behind the scenes, really just like transparent and vulnerable. She was being very transparent and vulnerable about her story. She was posting like just like raw footage behind the scenes, and I DM'd her. I was a whole long embarrassing message being like, I'm such a fan, I love your idea, love to connect. And she responded, and we had a conversation. This was a while ago, and we had a conversation, and this was before I was like ready to commit. So like it was all great, but I kind of just like had the conversation and moved on with my life. It kind of stuck with me though. I was like, it's good to have someone in my corner.
Yeah.
August came around, and I said to her, I was like, I'd love to chat with you again. And we chatted again, and I got even more information, and she really recommended that I join a Slack CPG group, which has like all the resources. And if you don't know what that is, it's like basically like a community for people who are in the CPG world, just to like meet everyone. You literally could write like looking for a podcast studio, looking for a co-man, looking for a label like designer, whatever.
Yeah.
It's really great. And I introed myself, like what I was trying to do. And this was a while ago. This was in end of August. And someone named Danielle DM'd me and was like, hi, I'm a CPG advisor. I'd love to chat. Like, here's a link for a scheduling. And we hopped on a call the following week on a Thursday. I told her what I was doing. I told her, I was like, I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just like don't know where to start. I'm very lost. I don't really have confidence, but I know I want to do it. And she was like, I am starting a launch lab. I did one session before, and now we're on to our second cohort. I think you should join. I had never heard of Danielle. I had no idea who she was. Like, she was great on our conversation, but I was just like, who is this? She sent me the link and she was like, I would really like you to apply. We start on Monday. It was Thursday. I was freaking out because at this point, again, I was just like really new into like this journey. This was really like step one, essentially. I was like, I don't know who this person is. And now I'm like, I love her so much. You know, like she's the best. I don't know. And my boyfriend's roommate, his name is Lewis. He started a pickleball company called Conquer. And I go to him for a lot of my like entrepreneurial questions.
What kind of pickleball? You know I love pickleball, right?
Really?
I play every single day in Austin.
Oh my God, you should join. It's the best. It's a pickleball company where you can go on the app and you say you want to play pickleball like this afternoon. You can, it's like almost like class pass for pickleball. And you go and you say like,
where do
looking
they
in like
play,
Soho, all over the city, and you go and it's very easy, very user friendly. And
look into it.
He's the best. He's been very helpful in this new journey for me. And I asked him because I trust him. I said like, what do you think about this? And he was like, any education at this point is going to be beneficial for you. Fuck it, do it. And okay. We were literally, it was like Saturday morning and on my phone, I like Apple Paid, I did it. And I was like, oh my God, I did it. It like felt so real for me. Because I was like, I feel like I haven't like invested in myself and given myself the opportunity to actually like do something that I wanted to. So it felt like really big deal. And that Monday it started. Launch Lab is so amazing. If you are in the CPG world and you are looking to start a business or you have launched and you're looking to, you know, expand into retail, or you're in retail and you want to go, you know, nationally or whatever it is, it's for literally everyone. But for someone like me who is very, very early on, like I needed just education. Like I love learning and I loved school. So it was for me, like very impactful to like really put like pen to paper and like meet all these people. The cohort is basically of, I think we're like around 40 people in our cohort.
That's a lot.
Like all over the States. And we met a few times a week. I tried my best to make it work. I would often just join and like, it was all like pre-recorded. So I would like listen to the recordings, you know, before work or after work, making it work with my corporate job. And it was amazing. I met so many people. I've made a lot of like lifelong friends from it. And it really just shaped like everything I've been building. It's amazing. I'm so happy. It's called Launch Lab by Danielle Calabrese. It's All Happening is her social handles and her website. I definitely recommend if you are in CPG to check her out. It's amazing.
I love that. So in between, like, so when the course ended, like, I guess from when the course started to like where the course ended, what kind of actionable items did you take in terms of like your business?
Yeah. So like one of the first, so basically in the 10-week course, specialists in every like specific industry would come in like related to CPG. So like a trademark lawyer came in, a brand strategist,
that's so
a PR person came in, like someone who worked in like retail expansion, someone who worked in like literally like everything it takes to build a business. And every step was so like strategic and thoughtful that like every lesson we learned like to like help you go from like literally like ideation to like actually execution and selling. So one of the first episodes was the trademark lawyer, and that they said they basically kept harping on it. The woman who started this specific practice, she's amazing, and she basically went through like a really bad time where she launched a product and had to basically rebrand at like the last second because she couldn't use her name. A lot of people launch businesses in like any industry and don't trademark because they just don't know. I didn't know. I had no idea. And if you don't trademark, you don't own the name. So that was one of the first things I learned. So that's what I did. And then from there, you know, like we learned about like basically like R&Ding your product. So I like sent out a survey to friends and family, all of these different flavors and these questions I had, and got like actual feedback. And then from there, I went into my kitchen and I spent weeks and weeks just practicing how to make cottage cheese dips. You know, I was making them for myself, but like for like lunches and dinners and snacks, it wasn't like anything like strategic.
Yeah.
My roommates and my boyfriend, my family and friends, like I really just like shoved cottage cheese down their throat, and they were my first testers. And then the last few weeks I've been doing like more formal testing. So I print out these menus and they're like tasting cards, and people like literally write exact like comments, and like I go around and hear their feedback, and then taking all that into actual practice. And then that is like what I will be eventually selling, which is exciting.
I love that. Is there any CPG founders or businesses that come to mind that like really inspire you?
Yes, so many. Honestly, it's hard to put them into like an order or like bring them. But if I had to say a few, first of all, Pop-Up, like that's top of mind. He's right here. I think Pop-Up is such a great story, and to show you that like you can take like a simple, it's bagels and schmears and butter, and you can take something so simple and make it so creative. I feel like it's such a great like idea that like was so simple. Like we grew up on bagels, but like they did a really like cool and creative job.
Also, like, when would you ever eat a bagel with cottage cheese? That's why it's like so cool.
No, it's so cool. So
eat.
Cool. I love it. There's a brand called Synergies. It's also cottage cheese. It's cottage cheese ice cream, and they're doing a really, really great job. I've become friends with one of the founders, Joe, and he's done a really great job. And obviously, I'm a cottage cheese fan, so I love that. Chara, one of the founders I met, they're doing an awesome job. My friend, her name's Gina. She's starting Pantry Gems. I met her in the launch lab. It's perfectly packaged single serve tomato paste. So like instead of getting like a whole like thing of tomato paste, you could just get in like little packets, and it's super cute. Those are just a few that come to mind.
Hey, those are all like so niche. I love it.
So niche.
Also, like, what was I thinking? In honor of transparency, like we were talking about at the beginning of the show, I personally, I wouldn't touch cottage cheese with a 10-foot pole until I tried cheese. I'm not even kidding. Like I was actually nervous about trying it because I'm like, oh my God, there's so much pressure. Because obviously love the branding, love the founder, but like I'm stressed out about it. But like I actually like really love it. The consistency, I think, like really, and then the flavors are like what really makes it so different. But it's cool that you can like eat it in so many different ways, because now it's like you view it more as like, I don't even know exactly how people even really fully, I feel like people are trying to eat cottage cheese in so many different ways, but it really resembles like that dip experience where I would want it like with like a cheese board with like hummus or other types of dips, which I love. In terms of balancing, like, so you do this, you have a 9 to 5, how, like, what has that whole process kind of looked like?
It's been hard and not hard. Like, I make my own stress. Like, that's something I have to, like, always remind myself, like, Rome is not built in a day. And, like, I am my hardest critic. So, like, if I'm having a hard or stressful work day, like, I won't be able to work on cheese, and like that's something I've had to like become comfortable with. When I first started this, I was like heads down every second I could working on it, and now I've really like understood that like if I don't want to get burnt out and I want to like actually, you know, have a good, you know, week and not kill myself, that I, you know, I have to figure out a way to like work it in. I've met so many founders that have also incorporated their 9 to 5 with a business, and that's honestly made me feel so much better about like doing this. And you know, like it's difficult, and like some days are easier than others. Obviously like weekends and nights are like where I, you know, work on cheese, but I make it work because I have to, and I don't want to get burnt out. This is something I really want to do for the rest of my life, and if I want to do that for the rest of my life, like I need to be smart about it. So I guess the short answer is like doing what I can when I can.
Would your dream be to be like in retailers?
Eventually, yeah. My dream is to be on Shark Tank, to be on How I Built This, Forbes 30 Under 30, the whole thing. I'm shooting for the stars, but one day at a time. Like Rome is not built in a day, and
you have to speak. Like my friends get so annoyed at me. They're like you need to move more in silence, blah blah blah, like whatever. But you know, you have to speak things into existence too, especially on a top charting show. You know.
All about manifestation. I know you.
No, I know. I'm like literally, yesterday my friend was like, wait, seriously, like, is this whole thing like a bit or not? Like, are you like really like how religious are you these days?
Oh, Kabbalah.
Yeah. And I was like, whatever. But everybody I've like actually like sat down and like told them like the first like 2 lessons that really speak to me. They're like, oh my God, like you need to talk about this on the show. Like I want to join. Like people are like,
I told him I want to join.
Like I'm obsessed. But and yes, or on Friday, my friend was like, you seem more centered. It's like, really?
You do seem very calm.
Really? I don't know.
Maybe it's allergic reaction.
It could be the Sunday. I'm calm on Sundays.
It's so funny.
They make so many brands. Like that's probably brand I'm calm on Sundays.
I love it.
Probably.
I love it.
So with your 9 to 5 though, do any of your coworkers know about your business? Or no?
Yes, definitely. Well, I was bringing my nut milk too. I like keep looking at the bottle right here. That's why I'm looking. The nut milk to work. A lot of my coworkers have been customers. And they all follow now Cheez, so people are in the know for sure. I feel like it's become much more common for people to have side things. And I told you, like when I first started this, I started networking. I've met so many like young girlies like us who are balancing corporate with their side hustles, and it's like okay, and people like want, encourage it and want people to like, do these things. And I think at first I was like, ugh, like I'm so scared and nervous to like bring this into existence. But like a lot of people, people have lives outside of work. People have kids and, life happens. Like you're allowed to, do your thing outside of work.
Yeah. Have you noticed, like, I guess in terms of like marketing strategy, like how does it feel like post? Because I feel like ours are similar. It's like we've never, or at least from my understanding, like we both don't post on TikTok or Instagram before, but now you kind of are because of like launching something, like because now people care so much about how the founders correlate with a brand. Like people want to know the founder behind the brand.
They need the face.
Yeah. So what's it like posting on like TikTok and all that? Like how do you come up with ideas for all of that?
It's definitely like not the most like comfortable to say. Like it's comfortable. Like whoever thinks it's comfortable, like good for you. But like I don't think it'll ever feel comfortable for me.
Like you film in public.
Film in public.
Do you feel uncomfortable when you do that? I feel so awkward.
Like it's weird, especially with like sometimes like I'm with friends and I record and like they're just like not in that scene and I'm just like, this feels so forced. Like, I don't know. It's weird going from like being a normal person to now being like creating content.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Take a lot of inspiration from, just like being tragically online. Like I'm chronically online. Like it's crazy because when you become like into this like founder world, your TikTok and your Instagram no longer becomes like your doom scroll. It's almost like you're doing like research and homework.
I know.
Like before bed, I'm like, wait, inspiration. Like to the point where it's like, I'm putting my phone down. I'm reading. I started to read at night. Like
I need to start reading.
But yeah, I think I get inspiration in a lot of podcasts and just like, basically, like what I'm trying to do, my strategy is educate what I was talking about in the beginning. Just like there's a lot of education needed around like why you actually need protein. There's so much talk about protein, but like what does protein actually mean? And like how does it affect the body and how does it affect you? And like how can you become better from protein? A lot of education is needed there, in my opinion. So yeah, just like education and like having fun and trying not to be like, too serious. Having fun with it.
Inspo from like, you got a lot of inspo from like content online, but how do you stay true to yourself as well? Like knowing like with your branding, because obviously there's like a lot of people in the space right now. It feels like New York's like the new melting pot of like CPG as well. Like Austin's actually known for being like the melting pot of like
really?
That's actually like Poppy is from there. That private equity group or whatever that does Poppy, they do like all the CPG because Austin, the headquarters of Whole Foods is there. So that's how kind of like a lot of
the more you know. Staying true to yourself. It's something I definitely like prioritize because people are buying your brand for you and what you're creating. If you think about like there's so many competitors out there and like the CPG space specifically, like or just like any industry. Like when you're going to purchase a snack and you're in the snack aisle, you have like let's say 10 choices for a chip. Like let's say like Siete, for example. Like I'm buying Siete because like I love the brand and I love the founders and I love what they're doing. Like there might be a better tasting option out there, but like I really am like addicted
They're an
to
Austin brand.
Day. Really?
Mm-hmm.
So I really try my best to prioritize, and what I'm trying to do is prioritize like me, and like people are buying my product when I'm selling and not someone else's, you know?
Yeah.
It's really important to prioritize that.
Well, like you're talking about how people buy for the founder. So
Yeah.
I guess maybe like we highlighted in the beginning, but like maybe dive a little bit more about like you. Like maybe tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like, I guess, I don't know, like hobbies, things you like.
Briefly talked about in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm from New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Born and raised, Jersey girl.
Do you identify with New Jersey?
I'm a Jersey girl. And not a lot of my friends from Jersey identify, but I'm just like a Jersey girl through and through.
Like, do you want to end up back there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Do you?
No.
Yeah, I don't see it.
You don't?
Well, just the way you were saying it.
Oh, no. But like, do you think of me as a Jersey girl?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Do you identify?
I
like,
don't know.
Where do you want to end up?
I don't know. I'm open.
Open?
I like Miami. I like LA.
Okay.
I like New York. I don't know. It depends who I meet.
I just love Jersey because like I grew up going to the beach. I'm like, and I just love that you have the ability to do that, and you're like close to New York. And
no, it's definitely underrated.
Underrated.
Eli Rallo did a video about like how like Jersey people are like the best people. Like all these successful people come from New Jersey.
Well, you know, Wishbone Kitchen went to my high school.
Wait, what?
Isn't that random?
Wait, I didn't know that.
And the Jonas Brothers, they grew up in the town next to me. Also, like,
are you going to send her a product?
Yeah, love her. Love her. She's also a Capricorn. Like, I've noticed we're similar.
So you love Jersey.
Grew up in Jersey. Love it. Sam and I went to Tulane in New Orleans. Also loved that. I studied marketing and management with a minor in entrepreneurship.
They didn't have that entrepreneurship when I was there, even though I'm a year older. I'm telling you,
really?
I don't think so.
It was like a specialization. So like super niche, talking about niche. And my professor, my senior year, I was in a year-long class that really shaped my love for entrepreneurship. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but that was like the first time where I was just like addicted to learning about entrepreneurship. During COVID, I listened to How I Built This like every single day on like all my COVID walks. That's what I was doing, hearing of like all of these founders that were coming and making these incredible products and just like popping off and ending up on Guy Raz's podcast. And I was just like so inspired. So I took this class. I graduated. I got a job in media. I worked for, if you know Hearts and Science Center Omnicom, we're both like media girlies now. I was there for a year. I worked on an entertainment account, and then I moved off to another like similar agency, worked on a healthcare account. And now I work on a tech/food account, and I've been here for almost 2 years. It's great, media planning, strategy. It's been amazing. I met my boyfriend through work, actually.
What?
Which is like so funny.
Were you coworkers?
My first job, yeah.
Did he drink the nut milk in the fridge or something?
He's not a nut milk boy. So funny. No, he and I worked on our first job together. I was the first year. He was the second year. I left, and then we started, chatting, and kind of the rest is history. So
Wait, that's
funny.
crazy.
So crazy. I live in New York, obviously. I love camp, as we know. And hobbies.
Do your friends think it's like annoying, like how much you do? I talk about camp so much.
My friends think it's funny how like intertwined camp is into my life. Like I prioritize my camp people. I just think they're like the best. I love my camp friends. I know you do too. They're just like the best people in the world.
Yeah.
And just like love camp. What else? Love to travel. Like huge travel person. If I had it my way, I would not have a corporate job and would travel and be a travel influencer, truthfully. I love to cook. So obviously like not surprised why I'm starting a food company. Love to work out, hang with friends. Yeah.
When you were talking about how I built this kind of like goes to just a quick Kabbalah lesson that I feel like people have been into recently is that like in Kabbalah, they say every challenge is an opportunity. And basically like when you say that, obviously, like when you're dealing with something challenging, you're not like, oh my God, like what an opportunity, because that would be crazy. But it's really, if you think about something hard that's happened in your life or challenge you went through, now looking back on it, you can reflect in some shape or form, like wow, like it led me, maybe this job you didn't get, it
love
led you to
that.
a better job. Or, there's some things that are like obviously like very like, things, whatever, but that they kind of fundamentally changed you as a person for the better. There's something that you took away that made you better. Like
I love Kabbalah.
different things. But basically in Kabbalah, it's like we don't want to have to like look back at something 10 to 15 years behind and then be able to realize lessons. So it's like kind of getting there in a shorter time period from my understanding. So step one, you go pause, what a pleasure when a challenge occurs. Because normally when a challenge occurs, you're like so reactive. Like a kid has like a temper tantrum, but like now we hopefully don't have temper tantrums, but like you react like quickly, which just comes from your ego. So it's like step one, when a challenge occurs, you go pause, what a pleasure. So it's like that you're not reactive.
I like that.
Why I say all of that is, and then there's 4 steps, but you'll have to listen to another episode to learn all the steps of Kabbalah. But basically, I noticed that all founders whose stories I like, or not whose stories I like, all founders that I really connect with or that I really like, they've always had like a big challenge that they've overcome. Like nothing comes easy. And it's like people, I think when something's challenging, they quit so easily. Like a lot of the times with like even podcasts, like a lot of podcasts like don't make it past their first season because like it's just like when you're not getting traction at first, then it's like people want to quit quickly. But I think obviously when you listen to these like big stories of founders, it's like, something happened and then, it's like very inspiring, I think. So I like listening to founder stories a lot.
That's so sweet. I love that. It's funny you say that. I lost my mom when I was 17. So like I've at a young age experienced like, hardship and like severe like trauma and heartbreak. And I think it has really like made me a stronger and more like, like hard worker at the end of the day. Like this is so hard. Starting a business, being an entrepreneur in any field is hard work. But like I've been really inspired by like my life and I understand like how hard life can be and like what, that outcome was for my mom and how hard that was for like my family. And like, it has definitely like pushed me to like just keep going and like life is hard, but like just keep on going and trying your best to just like put one foot in front of the other. And like, it's not easy, but keep on going. So like true to Kabbalah, love that.
Yeah. No, I know. And like, obviously, I mean, yeah, like I've known you through before that and post that. And it's like, obviously, you probably get a lot of inspiration from like your family and your mom. And I think that it's great what you're doing because you like people, like this spreads joy, like what you're doing to people too. So it's awesome.
You're spreading joy by telling people stories.
Yeah, I guess.
I think we should try the dips.
Yeah, let's rip and dip. Actually, it's funny because I was telling Gillian this before about my friend. She's converting to Judaism. And I mean, you would think she's Jewish. She's from Aventura. But basically, last night I was like, we should make a mikvah party full, and then we should host, because every time I go to other ship, I'm like, oh my God, the mikvah. It's not a cold pledge. But like, we should have Papa Bagel sponsor it and do rip and dip, because like you're dipping into the mikvah. But we're going to try Cheez on camera. Well, I think weekend, because I'm allergic to Sunday.
I thought you were going to say I'm allergic to like cottage cheese.
No, I'm not. I guess I'll just grab my dip.
They gave us 4. I only ordered 3. Hot take. Jersey bagels are, oh my God, I have so many seeds on me. Jersey bagels are the best bagels. Do you agree?
Oh, Jersey bagels are better than New York bagels. I agree. Where do you even like a New York bagel? I don't even know.
I don't really like them.
Oh, that's insane.
Good, right? It tastes good on a bagel. I've never tried it.
Wait, what?
I came up with this idea for the podcast, but like so good. Pop up, like.
Well, you should collab.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Because they do like the special cream cheeses. Maybe they would do a cottage cheese one.
I would love that. Speak that into existence. Oh my God, thank you. It tastes good on the everything but the bagel. It's like double everything but the bagel.
Wait, that's unreal. Okay, well, we're going to enjoy the bagels. But ciao, schmoozers. Everybody follow Cheez. Where can we find Cheez?
You can find Cheez at Get Cheez on TikTok and Instagram. And getcheez.com. And yeah, watch out for our announcements for when we launch and stay tuned for more updates.
Ciao.
Ciao.